I should unmute myself. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. Super excited to do this class, as I know that sometimes this is a topic that some people just don't really want to talk about because it can be awkward. But it's a really good one for us to talk about. So, in case you didn't know, for those of you who are on Facebook who might be watching me, I am over on Zoom as well. I decided that I should pop into the Zoom, and that link for Zoom is in a post in my Becca Maria EOS Facebook page, as well as over my Instagram stories. So you can go click that, type in the password, and you can actually join me in Zoom as well. So let's get started because I don't have a lot of time and I want to make sure I get you guys this information and get it in a timely manner, and hopefully this will help you in your relationship with your spouse. So and of course I'm doing this in February because February 14th is Valentine's Day. A lot of people think of February as like the month of love, and so however you feel about that, whatever. Okay. I could do this class in June and it still would be applicable for those of us who are married. Because there's some huge, like, this is just a huge topic. All right. So let's get going. First of all, I just want to throw out this disclaimer that I am not here to diagnose, treat, or cure any conditions. The products I'm going to talk about today have not been approved by the FDA, and the content in this class is purely for informational purposes only. Okay, so take what you like and then leave the rest. All right, so the first thing too that I want to talk about, and over on Zoom, by the way, too, I'm doing the little slideshow. So I am going to start that. So that would be the benefit of being over on Zoom, is you actually get to see the slides. So here we go. So first of all right, oils and romance. So we're going to get started here. Welcome to our class. And the first things that I want to talk to you guys about is usage and safety with a lot of these products. So they're essential oils, and there are 3 ways that people use these. They either inhale them directly from the bottle, because essential oils are super tiny little particles. So they actually pass the blood-brain barrier and they can reach the center, your amygdala, which is kind of where your hormones and your emotions are. Okay, so this is why these are fabulous for romance. Okay, and so some people will just inhale them. Some people like to put them in the palm of their hand, rub their hands together. Oh my goodness, I didn't even open this, you guys, but there's remnants on this. This is Amorescence, and I can smell it on my hands. That's how powerful they are. Oh man, that smells so good. Okay, the other way is just applying topically. What's super cool is because they pass through the cells in your body, you can apply them to certain points on your body that then will reach that's basically where the nerve endings are, and they pass along through all those, and it can reach certain areas of your body, from the bottoms of your feet, palms of your hands, or even the points on your ears. Getting super technical here. Okay. So you can use it in that way. The other way is by ingestion. So some of these oils, I don't have any around here, but they have a white label and you can actually ingest them. So those are the 3 different ways. You can also pop them into a diffuser for inhalation. Okay, this is the cute little one that's in my office. You can get these on the Young Living website as well. All right. And then the other thing, so I know a lot of people are like, oh, sweet, essential oils sound awesome. I'm just going to head on down to my local supermarket or my local store, and I'll just pick some up. Be careful. This is my warning to you. Be careful. Have you guys seen the new FDA recommendations for what's healthy for you to eat? I guess it's not FDA. Okay, but they've come out with like a new food pyramid of what's healthy for you to eat, and that's how they've ranked like Lucky Charms above a nice beefsteak. This is why I say Be careful. Do your research, okay? We use Young Living because Young Living has a seed to seal promise. So they don't spray their plants with chemicals. They hand weed everything. They like to sustain the environment, okay? So they're practicing um, like good environmental practices of just like replanting trees. So, because they use some of the trees to actually make the essential oils. They do a testing process. They extract only the pure, okay, it's only essential oil in here. That's it. And other brands, there's fillers, okay? They've added other things. They've already pre-diluted it. For it to be considered 100% pure by the FDA, you only need 5% of an essential oil in this bottle. So that is why I say be careful. The other cool thing is you can go to Young Living's farms. You can show up, you can ask for a tour, you can visit, you can see their fields, you can see how they distill their plants, so how they get the oil out of the plants. Okay, you can't do that with any other farms, you guys. People have tried. People have called and been like, "Hey, where do you source your oils from?" And the companies are like, "Oh, we can't tell you that." Excuse me? To me, that's a huge red flag. Wave the flag. Okay, so that is why I'm saying be careful. Okay, and why a lot of times, if you don't want to do your own research, other people have already done the research. There are millions. In fact, the US is the smallest percentage of people that actually use Young Living. Young Living is used by people all over the world because they have farms all over the world. Millions of people use Young Living. So that's my advice to you. For some of these oils, you need to dilute them. So like some of them are what's considered hot oils. So like peppermint, once again, I'm looking to see peppermint, this blend RC sometimes can be a little hot on the skin. Okay. And so people will just dilute it. So you'll just dilute it with like, you can use their B6 oil, which is a blend of 6 different carrier oils. They're larger molecules is what they are. So the smaller molecules of the essential oil combine with the larger molecules of the carrier oil, and it makes it not absorb into your skin as quickly and cause irritation. That's all that is. Okay, so those are my safety things. Oh, the other thing, don't put them in your eyes or on your nose or in other areas of your body. Be careful with that. Okay, since we're talking about romance. Okay, especially those hot oils, they can burn. Okay, it can, because that's very sensitive area. So you always want to make sure you dilute and be careful not to put those in those areas. All right, let's jump in. Okay, there are lots of people around there. I'm not one of those people, but I have friends who struggle with what's called low libido. Okay, so in other words, your husband might be like, "Hey, baby," and you're like, "I don't feel like it. I don't want to. Just leave me alone. Don't touch me." Okay. We've all been there. I've actually been there too, but this is not like a perpetual thing for me. So there are some oils that you can use to increase your libido. Okay. Things, and we're going to get to those in a minute, but we also want to get to kind of the core problem of what might be decreasing your libido. So there are things like birth control pills, menopause, aging, family problems and stress. That's probably the biggest one. Depression and anxiety, and even trauma in your past. Okay. And I am going to be sharing with you guys some resources, some extra resources that might be helpful to you. So if you've experienced trauma, especially like sexual trauma in your life, that has just totally turned you off to anything like that, and you can tell it's like your husband's like, "I really want to show you love, like the way that Christ loves the church," and you're just like, don't touch me," because you're just freaked out from past trauma. There are some resources you can do. You can also go through counseling. This book, it's called Cherished: Shattering Innocence and Restored Hope. I did not need to read this book, but I read through this book and it was phenomenal. Okay, it is amazing if you have had past trauma. So I highly recommend this book. I actually have 2 of these. So if you want one of these, you let me know and I will send it to you. Okay. That means you need to DM me. You need to give me your address so that I can mail this to you. All right. Let's move on here. All right. So one of the first things you can do is kind of set the mood. Okay. And this is one that I've really had to work on over the years. One of the things that I know kind of blows people's minds, or people are a little bit like, oh, it really does not seem right, is to be like, let's schedule a time to get together and have some fun, honey. And for some people, they're kind of like, really? We have to schedule this? It can't just be spontaneous. This has been the problem with Hollywood, in my opinion. Okay, because in some movies they show where it's just kind of spontaneous. You don't plan it, you don't plan for it. But you really do need to plan for things like this. Okay, it's not weird to plan, say for a date night, or to even the morning of start to plan ahead and start to think through it. Okay, so there are some things that you can do. First of all, as a woman, if we're going to plan for things like this, we want to look pretty and we want to get prepared for it. So one of the things that you can use is Young Living's Mira Shave Oil is really amazing because it helps reduce razor drags, bumps, and nicks. It's also a great aftershave for guys. It is quite floral though. So you do have to be aware of that if your guy is like, then obviously he won't use it. Okay. The other things that you can do though is you can kind of get dressed up, maybe put on a fun little outfit that you've gotten recently, or in the last several years, even. I guess it doesn't have to be recently. But the other fun thing to do is actually send each other texts throughout the day, just to kind of get everybody in the mood. Because whenever you start thinking about it, whenever you get it in your mind, and then maybe if you start to use some of these oils like Sensation, geranium, orange, sometimes this Amorescence is amazing to start to help you get in the mood. So if you apply that in the morning as even just like a perfume, sometimes it starts to increase that libido even more. Okay. The other plug I wanted to put in here is there's like different apps that you can get that Jordan and I have tried for oils and romance, like that specifically focuses on your relationship and also your sex relationship. So we finally found one that's actually biblically based, which we were so thankful for, because some of the other ones that are not biblically based, you're kind of like sifting through all of the worldly things that are in it, and it's just kind of like, okay, this is kind of fun, but not real great sometimes. So I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Intimately Us or something like that. So I'll put that in the comments, or I'll mention that whenever I upload this to YouTube too. I'll put that in the description so that you guys can get your hands on that as well. So like I said, you can use oils throughout the day to get yourself prepared and prepped for that. Putting on makeup, wearing a fun outfit, okay, all those things. Young Living has this whole line of facial products. They did have a makeup line. They still have products from their makeup line, but what they're noticing is that not a lot of people are buying their makeup. They had created it as another clean option for your skincare, because the skin is the largest organ on your body. So you really do want to be careful what you're putting on your skin, because it absorbs into your skin and then gets into your bloodstream, and it can affect your health in many different ways. So especially your endocrine system, it can affect that. So that's why you want to be careful what you're even putting on the largest organ in your body, on your body. You guys get it. Okay, I can move on. There are other companies out there that I can just like link for you that have clean makeup options. All right. The other thing, happy hormones. Okay. A lot of us, as you get older, struggle with progesterone. Okay. And progesterone is a hormone in the body that impacts your libido. So you need progesterone to have a libido even. So there is a serum called Progessence Plus Serum, and it is a USPA grade progesterone. So it's extracted from wild yams. So it's all natural. It's not made in a lab or anything like that. It's not synthetic, which really can affect your body, and it's not great for your body. It was developed by a doctor who specializes in women's health. It is formulated specifically for women and ideal for women over 30 that want to feel more relaxed and balanced. It also makes a lovely perfume. So you can apply 1 drop to your wrists every night. And then after a week or 2, you can actually apply 1 drop to wrists morning and night. So you do kind of want to work your way up to it. If you're pregnant, you don't need this. Okay. You can start using it after the baby's born. All right. Let's see here. So let's continue to talk about more hormones. Okay, so there is an important sex hormone called estradiol. Estradiol, I think that's how you say that. And it's the predominant estrogen throughout a woman's body in her reproductive years. It's produced in the ovaries. Okay, estradiol is required for reproductive and sexual function. So the most important takeaway from all this is that a healthy reproductive system makes a girl happy. Okay, if we are consistently, we know what's happening in our body every 28 days, we know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. It is amazing. Like, it takes away a lot of worry. Okay, Lady Sclerol is an oil blend created especially for women to enhance the feminine nature and provide a relaxing experience when diffused. Sclericin supports overall wellness with the properties of pure essential oils, including clary sage and fennel. Okay, once again, these blends are perfectly fine if you're hoping these love sessions will lead to a baby, but if you're pregnant, you don't need them. Okay, not right now. Partly because there's clary sage in it, which is oils to avoid during pregnancy list, which brings me actually to another book. Okay, so if you are pregnant, this Betsy Bosom's baby book is perfect. You should get it. It tells you what oils are good for you to use, which oils are not good for you to use during certain times of like based on what trimester you're in. Wow, that was hard for me to get out. All right, finally, or not finally, but next, oils to get you into the mood. Okay, so we're going to talk about different moods. This is like a common thing for women, I think. So you're at night and you're climbing into bed and you're exhausted because if you're like me, you've been dealing with kids all day, you've homeschooled, you've taken care of the homestead, hubby's been out, he's been working his full-time job, he comes home and he's like, hey, baby. And you're like, I'm tired. I just can't. I'm just tired. Okay. How many of you have ever done that? Probably most of us. Okay. A great one to use is Indoflex. Okay. And if you apply it daily over your adrenal glands, so your mid back and thyroid, okay, so right here, you can even ingest, sometimes I've done this just to kind of help balance and support my endocrine system. You can actually add Indoflex Vitality to your water or to a drink or a little bit of honey or into a capsule. You can actually just ingest that. Okay. How many of you get grumpy? None of us get grumpy. Women, wives, mamas, we don't get grumpy. Never. Okay. If you do, you can use what's called Dragon Time. Okay. And Dragon Time is actually great for right around that time of the month when you are like kind of being like a fire breathing dragon. That's when that one is great. Okay. Ylang Ylang. Sorry, guys, we're not quite there. Sorry, I'm running 2 different things here. Ylang Ylang is also amazing. It's found in the Joy and Sensation blends. It promotes feelings of happiness and just to help you get in the mood. Okay. Clary Sage is great diluted on or even around your lady parts. Okay, because that'll help get you in the mood too. They're actually in this other book. I'll show you guys this book here in just a second. Okay, there's another book that has recipes in it for you. All right, once again, do not use clary sage when pregnant. Save it for delivery. So it actually will help in delivery, in case you didn't know that. All right, in case there's any men that hop on and join, this is for you. Okay, these next couple slides are for you. Okay. Get your man in the mood. Now, my man doesn't normally need help getting in the mood. He's in the mood the second he sees me, he's in the mood. Okay. There's a reason why we have 5 children. Okay. So here are 3 oils for your men: goldenrod, Idaho blue spruce, and nutmeg. Okay. And there's this cute little joke we like to say about using golden rod for your husband. Okay. And this might produce some people to kind of giggle. I just kind of raise my eyebrows a little bit. Okay. So goldenrod is really good for your man. You should add this to your essential rewards or your loyalty rewards order. Okay. This one out here, let's see here. I'm so sorry. All right. You can apply this. You can dilute it if you want. It depends on how your husband's skin is. Okay. But you can apply it to the inner thigh. Okay. And you can work your way up and it'll just help that rod out. Okay. The other one that's really good is Idaho blue spruce. Okay. And to steal from Lucy Libido, this is the other book I wanted to mention to you guys. This oil helps your man stand at attention. Okay. So this is the other book I wanted to mention to you guys. This is Lucy Libido says there's an oil for that. Okay. This is a fantastic book. I have used it so much. I've even left it out and my children have drawn in it for me. Thankfully, at that point, they were not able to read. Someday I'll let them have this, maybe when they're married. Okay. But this tells you the oils that are really good for you to use, the oils that would not be great for you to use. There's recipes in here. It's fantastic. So you can pick that book up too. The other thing that you can do is you can get nutmeg. Now, I didn't know this until I started studying to teach this class. I had no idea about nutmeg. So nutmeg apparently helps with circulation. Okay. And so it can really get the blood pumping, if y'all know what I mean. But you want to dilute this one because this one is a hot oil. So you'll want to grab your V6 and you'll want to dilute this one a lot before applying it to your skin. We're trying to make positive memories and not clips for like a blooper reel. Okay. Which I've experienced. And it is actually kind of funny, but don't intentionally do that. So that's what you can do with nutmeg. Okay. Here is one of my all-time favorite smells from Young Living. It's the Shutron oil. Okay. And they've made a whole line for the men. There's the Shutron shave cream. There's like the Shutron bar soap. There's the Shutron men's 3-in-1 body wash. You guys, this oil to me smells like Anthropologie. And Anthropologie is one of my favorite stores to go into. But whenever you walk in, it has this very distinct smell. And that's what this smells like to me. Okay. So men, if your women love Anthropologie, you need to put, and you have a beard like my husband does, you should just put this in your beard. Okay. Or go ahead and use this oil as a cologne. And there is this thing called pheromones. If you guys haven't heard about pheromones are behavior altering agents, and they are unlike most other hormones. They basically what they do is they attract a mate. Okay. So if like you want your woman to be like, hey baby, okay, you should wear this. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Wear it, just wear it and you'll find out like your woman will love you. Okay. So that's all I have to say about that. Okay. Oils that are what they call gender neutral. Okay. Are things like Valor and Huquan, I think is how you say that. There's that Hung Kwai, maybe that's how you say it too. It's an oil that's distilled from trees that are kind of like cypress trees in Taiwan. Okay, and they both of these, Valor and the Hung Kwai, is promotes like confidence, feelings of boldness, courage. So if you're a little bit timid in the bedroom because you're not sure, like, is my husband gonna like this or not? I don't know. Okay, put this on. It will help you. Okay, I don't struggle with that, but I know that there are some women who do, who are like, I don't know if he's really gonna like this or not. Your husband is gonna love whatever you do. If you're like wanting to have some fun with him in the bedroom, he is going to love it. He doesn't care. Okay, so at least my husband doesn't. So let's see here. Okay, so here's some recipes. Like I said, if you guys are over on, I'm over on Zoom. So if you guys want to hop on with me over on Zoom, you can do that. Just find the link in the Instagram stories or in my Becca Maria EOS post. Okay, I went ahead and put the link there. So if you want to join me and actually like talk to me, which I really like, you can do that as well. All right, so here are some recipes to get you strutting your stuff. Okay, this one is called Oh Baby, I'm Ready. Okay, you'll do 4 drops of sensation, 2 drops of Hong Kwai, 2 drops of lavender. Okay, and you can, those, like I said, these can go just like on your neck where you would normally put perfume, neck, on your wrists. The other one is Confident Breeze, which is 5 drops of Valor and 3 drops of Hong Kwai. Okay, the other oil that is amazing is Mister. Okay, Mister was originally formulated for him to help balance the male energies. Guys, if you need a little boost in the libido department, then this one is a must-have for you. So I know there's some men out there. Yes, yes. Yes, you guys can have a snack. Go ahead. Okay, go on. All right. So I know there's not a lot of guys out there that probably struggle with this, but I do think as men, as you guys get older, this might be something you might struggle with. Okay, so if you do, then Mister is especially formulated for this. Over on Zoom, there's a picture of, you can see it's like a man's foot. He's got his foot up and he's got Mister there. The reason for that is because there are those nerve endings there for your hormones, right around that little bump, the malleosis. And so you can put that right in there. You can also just wear this as a cologne as well. So whatever works. So that was a lot of information because I'm trying to keep this to 30 minutes. So let me just tell you guys, I'm going to be posting this up on YouTube, and of course it'll stay here in Facebook. So if you need to go back and rewatch it and write down maybe some of the oils that you're like, oh, I need to put this on my loyalty order or that, then that's what this is here for. Sorry, Katrina went out and the curtain went against the heater and I was starting to smell it. Let's not have flames coming up behind me. I guess it'd be appropriate for oils and romance. It's getting hot in here. Okay. So here is the deal with all this. If you're new to oils, like if you've just hopped on and you're like, man, I had no idea that essential oils could even be used in this way. I didn't know anything about essential oils. And suddenly I'm watching this girl talk about oils and romance. Okay, here's what you need to do to get the best deal with Young Living. Okay, you want to either get yourself a kit, you want to get yourself onto loyalty rewards. You can put together an order of at least 100 PV, which is like $100, which you can easily do with getting some of these products for you and your hubby, okay, or your wife if you're a man you're watching, okay. And I'm happy to help you to do that. So if you are like, man, I don't know what to get because you just covered like so much, then message me. I can put together a wish list for you and I can send it over your way. And then you can take a look at that and you can either just go ahead and be like, yep, just going to go ahead and get all those, or you can look through their website and maybe add some other things. Okay. It's totally up to you. This is like the easiest thing to do. It's just like shopping online. In fact, it is shopping online. That's how simple it is. Okay. So, but I'm here to help you if you need some help with that. The other thing is if you are on my team, or if you're like, wow, that girl just covered all this information and she's selling it online. I wonder if I could sell it online. Of course you can sell it online. This is like the main way that everybody buys and sells now. Okay, is that we see an ad or we watch a video and suddenly we're like, oh, I want to buy that. Okay, how many of us have done that? I have. I buy stuff through ads or through videos all the time. I'm like, wow, that looks really good. Okay, which is the other thing that I wanted to mention. Okay, is that especially for men, if you are a man on here and you're like, essential oils and maybe we could earn extra money? Yeah. Okay. This is a great way to do it. So we would love to have you join our team. I'm part of a bigger team called Team Strong, and we're made up of women just like you. We don't have any men yet, but so if you're a man and you're like, I want to join this Team Strong, sweet, come on and join us. Okay. This is probably the best team I have ever been a part of in my whole life. Like, we just love and support each other. We help each other. We do trainings together. We do classes twice a month. So every other Monday together. We'd love to have you guys join us. If you want to join us for those classes, we cover different topics on health and wellness and starting from the inside. And it's not just about essential oils. Like, we talk about the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, so if this is something, especially if you're starting to feel drugged down, like, I didn't reach my yearly goals, like I feel like I'm not doing a good job with my yearly goals, then we're here for you. We'd love to have you join us. We'd love to encourage you to continue in your health and wellness goals. So that is all that I'm going to cover for today. Please DM me if you want a wish list put together, or if you want more information on joining our team. I want you to message me. Okay, let's get you started. Don't hesitate. Don't be like, well, I'll think about it. No, message me. There's nothing wrong with messaging someone. Okay, this is what we're here for. So we will talk to you guys later. We're going to head out to the ice climbing competition that's happening. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Talk to you later.